What's good, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I'm not on the step out today. We're going to talk about Kyler Murray from New York. Wow, Robert Lane, is that you in the chat with the $20 super chat already, dude? You're going to have to tell me because I'm doing this mobilely today because I'm in New York. And, of course, this would be the day that Lincoln Riley decides to reveal what we've all known for, what we've all known for, man, I want to say since January, but what everybody's pretty much known since June. I understand it probably had some sort of competition element to it, but you had to believe that Kyler was going to get the job, and he spoke about it later, to which we're going to talk about, but let me see who's in the chat first. I saw you guys saying what's up. Say what's up again because I missed it. What's up, Paul? What's up, Brendan? Sooner Ace in the house. Daniel Voss in the house. Stuart, what's good? Let me see. Carter Bocox, what's good, fam? J-Bones in the house. Sooner Bear in the house. Who else we got? I'm missing it. Yo, I saw you, Sooner Ace. That's what's up. Alex Ryan, that's what's up. Steel Boy, what's good? B. Hodges, I see you. Doomlarius in the house. Jake Small, what's good? Let me see what else we got in here. Wendell Olden, what's good? CBR Swag in here. Jake from the Sooner State. Emilio, what's good? Michael Davis Jr., I see you, fam. Who else we got in here? Anybody? Steven Gordon, what's good, fam? Hadn't heard from you in a while. That's what's up. All right. So, Michael Humphreys made it in here. Have yourself a day, RJ. Hey, I appreciate that. Ryan K. Smith, RJ, keep up the great work. Love the perspective on you. You appreciate that, fam. Aaron from Austin, what's good, fam? Limited Gamer 75. EJ beat RJ in Madden. Yep, 3 times. Thumped me. Eli Phillips, what's good? Was that Kiri Costner? Am I saying that right, Kiri? If I'm not, you got to school me. Moosehead, what's good? I bet Kyler does not start every game. Well, we're going to get into that. All right, so let's unpack it first. Right? Crankstar, I see you, fam. So, we know that Kyler Murray is now the starting quarterback heading into the Florida Atlantic game, which has all kinds of names on that side of the ball, by the way. We forget the 11. Hey, Sydney made it through here. What's good? And Nate Broadus, I saw you, fam. That's what's good. Sydney's like one of my favorite followers on Twitter, and Nate's like a Hall of Fame commenter, so that's what's up. Key Air. Okay, I got it. Key Air Costner. All right, Robert Lane. Murray has wheels, but he has to be smart. We're going to get into that. So, I'm going to ignore the want to unpack. Okay, now that I got that out of the way. Kyler Murray is now the starting quarterback at Florida Atlantic, which means we got to start looking at what the scheme is going to look like, right? Because you got to start this guy. You got to tell everybody who's going to be your quarterback. So now you got to believe split backs, Rodney Anderson on one side, Trey Sermon on the other, and RPOs all the time, zone reads all the time, gashing people with the running backs. Could look a lot like 2015, except imagine if Baker had Kyler's wheels. And now Kyler's not going to have Baker's arm. We understand that. We all get that. We all get that really well. But that read option is going to be so sexy. It's going to be ridiculous. And you got Marquise Brown on one side. You got CeeDee Lamb on the other. And you got Grant Calcaterra tearing up cover 2 every single time. Whoa, Brandon Watt. Hey, Center Station, let's get RJ a computer. That's what's up, fam. Nah, like I'm working on it. Like we're saving up. I'm going to get that iMac. Because that iMac has a video card that apparently it can like take all of the live stream data that I want to produce and push it out in real live quality. What if Kyler is actually a better quarterback than Mayfield? I'm not even going to put that on Kyler Murray, man, because if that's true, if he's actually a better quarterback than Mayfield, then I don't even know what that would look like, honestly. Does the offense go for like 900 yards a game? Does Rodney Anderson actually get carries? I mean, I guess he does because Baker won the Heisman and Rodney still ended up with 1,300 passing. Nah, I don't think he's going to be a better passer. But the offense itself could be really great. It still could be outstanding. It still could average 500 yards of offense a game. It's just like 300 of them going to be on the ground regardless. Whether it be Kyler, Rodney, Trey. You just got so many backs, including Kyler, people that can run with the ball. That is ridiculous, you know. And then you get to air it out to Hollywood Brown and CeeDee Lamb and, like I said, Grant Calcaterra. But I thought Kyler was really good in his comments when he had media availability today. For those of you that don't know, you can go to OU social media and watch the Periscope stream of Kyler Murray's like 12-minute press conference where he spoke to just what he thought put him in a position to win this job. And to his point, he didn't think that he did a whole lot. Like he thought all I did was show up to work. Did you and Austin Kendall, did y'all like have a back and forth? Was there a rivalry? No, we both just showed up to work. And then Lincoln sent him a text, said, meet me in my office, told him in his office, said, you're the starting quarterback, now go lead the team. And I think that's where we are right now. We got to see, can Kyler Murray lead the team? Because whether or not you want to be QB1, you are QB1. And by that I mean, not everybody is going to be Baker Mayfield. Not everybody's going to be that charismatic. But as the quarterback, there's only one of you on the field at a time. Just one, right? And everybody's looking at you all the time, on the field, off the field, for leadership, for attitude, for all the things that are indicative of a football team, right? That's why so many of these videos have Kyler Murray in the title, is because I've always anticipated Kyler Murray is going to be put in the position he was put in today, which means we're going to get to see if Kyler Murray can lead Oklahoma, man, and that's not a small thing. And Kyler hit that on the head. He said, you know the legacy and the tradition and the pedigree of Oklahoma quarterbacks, and you come here to fulfill that pedigree. You come here to be that good. And he knows he's following a legend. He knows he's following Baker, grab my crotch Mayfield in his Air Dorseys. For those of you that haven't seen that video, that was pretty great. Check that on the Cleveland Browns Twitter account. Baker Mayfield was spoofing GM John Dorsey, and it was great. It kind of waffled in the middle, and then it landed hard at the end. It's like a minute long. But Kyler Murray knows he's following that kind of charismatic leader and brilliant quarterback. Now he has to learn to lead it in his own way and lead it with a different set of weapons and a different sort of offensive line. He's not going to have Orlando Brown. He's not going to have Mark Andrews, but he is going to have Bobby Evans and Cody Ford and Grant Calcaterra. He does get CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown. They stick around. Rodney Anderson sticks around. And it's going to be interesting to see how he leads those teammates as we go forward. Man, y'all are having this great conversation that I just missed on in the chat. Defense is going to have to be better, in my opinion. Probably needs to be in the top 10. I think the defense can do it. If the defense gets inside the top 25, we're going to have to call it a win. I want a top 5 defense. I've not been shy about that. I need a top 5 defense, right? That's Oklahoma is a top 5 defense. But if we get inside the top 25, you got to believe that Oklahoma's winning a national championship, because at this point, the gap between the offense and the defense is so wide that it is embarrassing. You have the number 1 offense in the country. You got a basically top 70 defense in the country. You need to shrink that gap and shrink it in a hurry, because I got in this discussion. By the way, if you haven't noticed, there's lots of other folks who are not fans of OU who have found the channel and have come here just to talk noise. And in one of those folks saying they're talking noise, Jacob Jansen with the $2 super chat. I appreciate that, fam. One of those folks was saying that Baker Mayfield lost the Rose Bowl, to which I was like, yo, bro, Mike Stoops lost the Rose Bowl. No. Are you new? And it turns out he was new, and he's a Georgia fan, and Ohio State fans, and Texas fans, and even Florida Atlantic fans, and Iowa State fans have all found the channel. And they're in the comments trying to talk noise. You'll spot them when you see them, because they're the only folks that are in here just saying off-the-wall stuff. So that happened. And we're having to rehash Mike Stoops' Rose Bowl all over again. And I've been saying this for months. You can't give up 50 to Georgia. You can't give up 50 to Georgia. You can't give up 50 to Georgia. Especially when you can score 40 in regulation. All right? You don't need to be great. You just need to be good. Right? And I think be good. Now, we're going to be reading tea leaves until Florida Atlantic to see how much 3-4 we see versus 4-2-5. And I made that video about how Mike Stoops recruits to his scheme, and how Ryan Jones and Buki are going to be the way that you get to see his scheme, right? If you see a lot of Ryan Jones or a lot of Mark Jackson, it's a lot of 3-4. You see a lot of Buki, it's a lot of 4-2-5. And I want to see way more 4-2-5 than I see 3-4. However, I can see his reasoning for why he wants to run a 3-4, but I also am a big proponent of saying you play one position and you play one scheme, and then you let the kids go do what they do best, right? You make the scheme simple, you make it understood, and you let talent go do what talent does. Like, people continue to try to drag Kenneth Murray through the mud without acknowledging Kenneth Murray Jr. is 6'2", 240 pounds, and a true sophomore playing middle linebacker for only the second time in his entire life, right? He's fine. He's going to be Kiss. Jake from the Sooner State. Keep it simple, stupid. Yes, if we run a 3-4, 4-2-5, I just don't want to see them run 10 yards off the ball. That's going to happen, and I haven't made peace with that either. What's up, David? I see you, fam. I hate seeing the 10-yard cushion. Brent Venables runs a 10-yard cushion, 7-yard cushion. But he can do that because his defensive line is a bunch of X-Men. It's mutants. I mean, they can quite literally do whatever they want because their defensive line is nasty. And you can say the same thing about Alabama. They can do whatever they want because their front seven is nasty. And then they got these missiles playing at corner and safety. You know, they've had to invent new ways to play them. Play your best 11 and let them attack. I don't believe that either, actually. Because Mike Stoops would say that he's been doing that. He's been playing his best 11 athletes and trying to put them in positions to attack. You need to play your best 11 football players. That's what you need to do. You need to play your best tackle at tackle, your best middle linebacker at middle linebacker, your best safety at strong safety or strong safety at free safety, whatever it is. You need to find out the best guy to play that position and make him play that position. Don't try to make it a hybrid of a bunch of other positions, bunch of positionless positions. You know, and I just, man, I would really love to see guys just play that one spot and then one spot alone. Sydney brought up another good point that we've been seeing on social media in the YouTube comments. A&M fans, ampersand U fans, have had a bad couple of days, all right? For those of you that don't know, there's a kid that transferred from ampersand U to Arizona following Kevin Sumlin. And on his way out, he dropped a dime, okay? He dropped a dime on A&M saying he saw Jimbo Fisher's staff commit NCAA violations. And by saw, I mean he was handed $300 to host an unofficial visitor, allegedly, right? So that's one. But he's got multiple instances where he was name-dropping coaches that handed him cash money in his hand to host unofficial visitors, which is a big, colossal no-no. And Jimbo just got there. And now you know that the boat is full, right? You know that they basically have taken all the commits they can take. But on top of that, on top of that, you also have Kyler Murray being named the starting quarterback at Oklahoma today. And ampersand U fans are butthurt. And if I was them, I'd be a little butthurt too. Because Kyler Murray basically got to play 3 years of practice. You know, he got 3 years to sit on the bench to have this opportunity to play now. And that's not, I mean, if you're A&M, you're like, man, you couldn't have sit over here? No, he couldn't have. Y'all didn't want him to play baseball. And my man came over here to play baseball, became a top 10 draft pick in the Major League Draft, got $4.6 million in his pocket, and gets to play quarterback for one of the best college football programs in the land while A&M continues to rebuild, right? Points to anybody who can tell me who the starting quarterback at A&M is going to be in September. I mean, it's like saying who's the starting running back at Texas right now. Like, folks got a hard time with it. And that's kind of my point. So A&M fans have been having a real rough go because they're watching this momentum that they had when Jimbo Fisher was hired for 10 years, $75 million, just kind of fizzle out. And it ain't going to be fun in the next couple of years to be an A&M fan. Number one, I don't think Jimbo Fisher is as good as people think he is, right? He played Florida State, or he coached at Florida State, where all you really got to do is beat Clemson. That's all you got to do, right? Beat Clemson, right? And he also had some pretty great quarterbacks, right? He had Jameis Winston. We know that. We know he's good. DeAndre Francois, good quarterback when he ain't hurt. I don't think you're going to be able to do that in the Western Division of the SEC. Alabama and Auburn are going to style on you. And when they don't, LSU is going to style on you, right? And don't let Arkansas get back to being anything like they were when Bobby Petrino was there, and Chad Morris could be the guy to do it. That offense is sexy. I don't see how ampersand U has a good next couple of years with Jimbo Fisher as its head coach. I just don't see it, right? However, thanks ampersand U for playing Kyler Murray as a true freshman and basically proving to him he was too young to play at that level at that time. He decided to come to Oklahoma. Oklahoma's going to start him against Florida Atlantic. He's going to have all these tools around him. We're going to have a good time. However, I would say Aggies fans, if y'all want to become Oklahoma fans, come on through. You know, it's love. It's love. Just don't come through here talking noise. Let me see your opinion on Urban Meyer, what's going to happen. Robert, I think Urban Meyer is going to get to keep his job. I think he's going to get suspended. However, that they've been in this meeting for like hours. Like, I think they got in there at like 9 a.m. this morning, like Eastern time. And last time I looked, they were already there. They were still there. So I don't know what's going on, but I would suspect he gets suspended and gets to keep his job, because at the end of the day, you're really making the decision. Do you want Urban Meyer to be your head coach, or you want him to be somebody else's head coach? I don't care if Urban Meyer did say he wouldn't accept a suspension. He'll accept a suspension. He wants his $38 million, and he wants to coach college football. Okay? So he'll sit. They'll, I don't know, start 2-1, maybe. Probably start undefeated, just like Ohio State does, because they don't play nobody. You know, RJ, we need more Kyler to win another championship. Well, we need a defense to win a championship. I mean, we know that. We have the offense to win a championship. Even with Austin Kendall as the quarterback, the offense is fine. Defense will be nasty this year. Brendan, we hope. We've been hoping that the defense be nasty since Mike Stoops got back. Ain't been nasty. Sorry, I'm late, Boomer. What's up, Bryce? I see you, fam. You made it through. That's what's up. So, we began talking about, Sydney. RJ, how do you like Baker's pet tiger? All right, so for those of you on Twitter, I posted this tweet too. Baker did a shirt-off pose, underwear model pose with a tiger. He's leaning against the car. There's a tiger off to the side, to which the best overworked Twitter joke that I saw was Eric Bailey's What Happened to Omar? For those of y'all that haven't seen The Hangover, you should go watch that. But yeah, I was like, yo, is that Mike Tyson's tiger on loan? Is that what was going on there? Because that was magic. I saw Kelly Elaine posted I didn't even know these were there. So if she hadn't posted this to Twitter, I wouldn't have known. There's like jockey shorts with Baker Mayfield's like jersey on the crotch, like with 6 on the crotch and like the brown stripes. As she said, that's a little much. Love you, Baker, but that's a little much. And I get, you want to get paid, and you probably do get paid. I mean, I saw Champs had an ad out for Baker today. But number 6 on your junk, I don't know, man. I don't know how. I hesitate to ask the ladies how they feel about that on the mans, because I wouldn't be me. I love Baker. I can't rock the 6. I rock the 6 So Savage shirt. I can't walk it on my drawers. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like I feel like only Baker Mayfield could rock the number 6 Cleveland Browns on his drawers. Like, come on, man. Come on. What you look like wearing this man's jersey on your junk, dude? You can't do that. I'll buy some number 6 junk jockeys. You gonna do that then, man? Cause I can't go out like that. I can't, man. Don't let me come home to some number 6 jockey shorts. Those go to Goodwill. You understand me? Them going to the Goodwill, them going to the Salvation Army, them going to somebody that actually need them, because I got plenty of draws. I don't need Baker Mayfield's number 6 on my draws. I love it. I don't need him on my draws. Let me see. What's your prediction for the season? Undefeated until, further notice. Best response I saw was that he needed to trace his own hand on his briefs. Whoa! I'm cool. Sydney doing the most in the chat right now. Nah, I mean, but Baker's getting loot. Mike Stoops to Ohio State. I would support that. He's a Youngstown native. Go get him. Forget Bob. Y'all want Mike. You know you want Mike. Go get Mike. Why does ESPN love Will Grier so much? Well, this is kind of my interesting take on. Man, we losing light, aren't we? Hold on, just a sec. Let me see if we can't get some more light in here. So, the way that I thought about it with the Will Grier stuff is people just don't want to do the research. They just don't want to do the research. Like, either Will Grier is the best college football quarterback in America because he's the preseason first team he's the preseason first team All-America quarterback. Okay? That means you think not you. The AP voters believe Will Grier is the best college quarterback in America today. I don't know about that, man. I don't believe in Will Grier and his 9 good fingers. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't know what they see because I saw a dude that didn't finish the season. I saw a dude that looked okay. He looked above average, but he ain't my dark horse. He ain't my front runner to win the Heisman. That's Bryce Love's trophy. That's Jonathan Taylor's trophy. That's Rodney Anderson's trophy. You know, that's not a quarterback's trophy this year. However, it's interesting to note that Jake Browning isn't considered by many people to be the best quarterback in the country, although people think Washington is a better football team than Oklahoma. Some people seem to believe in Sam Hard G. Ellinger because Texas is ranked number 23. I think, yeah, but to go through it and to try to figure out who would be the best quarterback in college football this season is pretty hard to do, right? I mean, you got to go with Tua Tagovailoa or Jalen Hurts, don't you? I would. People would argue that Tagovailoa does not have the tape to warrant being a first-team All-American quarterback, and I would say he's got the championship. And folks would say that Jalen Hurts got benched in the second half of the biggest game of the season, and he's also got a championship. So I think the best quarterbacks, if you're going to go off of what folks will do, yeah, if you're going to go off of what folks did last year, I think you got to go with Jalen Hurts, right? Is the best quarterback in America. However, most people think that dude is in West Virginia, and I just don't buy it. I don't know what it would take to get Mike Stoops fired, dude. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I thought last year would have done it. It didn't. It got him a raise. It got him an extension. I don't know anymore. And at this point, I'm going to wait for the defense to do something horrible, right? Because we have time for that. At this point, I just want a good defense. If it's Mike Stoops running a good defense, then fine, right? But I want somebody that's going to coach the defense up. Somebody that's going to go get a W. Do you think Drake Stoops will be a good receiver despite his size? Man, Drake Stoops is the same size Sterling Shepard is, or was, when he got here as a freshman. 5'10", 175. And all Drake Stoops does is go get the ball. All right? So I think that Drake Stoops has an opportunity to be good and to get playing time and to earn a scholarship because there's a road to that. Check Nick Basquine, for instance. But, you know, right now, that position is loaded. Nick Basquine, Michael Jones, Jaquaylin Crawford, Jalen Robinson, Miles Tees. It's going to be hard for him to break in to that starting rotation anytime soon. However, I do expect to see him because of this, you know, they're going to make Lincoln is going to use this 4-game redshirt rule. And I would expect Drake Stoops, if he's earned it, to go get some playing time. And Drake Stoops was called a playmaker by Lincoln Riley. Flat out called him a playmaker. I don't know if you could do any better than that as a preferred walk-on than the head coach going, nah, that dude's out there making plays. Bob's kid or not. Anytime the head coach says you're a playmaker, that's what you are. So I would expect to see Drake Stoops sooner rather than later. I just don't expect to see a lot of him this year unless somebody gets hurt. Because Michael Jones, Nick Basquine, those guys, I expect them to start. Let me see. Haven't said it yet. UT is trash. It's been trash. OU is offensive juggernaut. Defensive, not so much. Bruh, can we praise Bob for giving us LR Laud? He did us good. I mean, we've been doing that. But at this point, I mean, it's all Lincoln. It's all Lincoln, right? I mean, at this point, these are Lincoln's moves, right? I think it's been Lincoln's moves, man, since September last year. I mean, honestly, these are Lincoln's moves. It's no longer thank you, Bob. We said thank you, Bob, 2 years ago in June, or a year ago in June, and that's that. Now it's all Lincoln. What's it look like for Dax Hill? Man, I can't call it, and can't nobody really call it. I mean, but if you pulling names out of a hat, it'd be Bama, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Michigan, right? And Bama's good, and good players want to go where people are good. And I already talked to some kids who have asked, you know, who left their home state because the pressure was a lot. And he's getting a lot of pressure from his home state. Wouldn't be surprised to hear he goes. Let me see. You worried about QB post Baker? No. Because the QBs are Kyler Murray and Austin Kendall. To say nothing of Spencer Rattler's coming in here in 2019, who is legit 5-star quarterback, can flat out spin it. I am a Spencer Rattler fan guy. Yes, I dig the kid. I dig his ability to play. I dig his family. I dig how he carries himself. I dig how he walks around. I dig his leadership skills. I have yet to find something I don't dig about Spencer Rattler. So no, I am not worried about quarterback in the post-Baker era. To that end, were we worried about the quarterback position in the post-Sam Bradford era? Yeah, we got along. You know, we didn't win the national championship, but we got along. Appreciate that, Travis. $2 super chat. Will Rattler start next year after Murray leaves? No. I think that's Austin Kendall's job if he wants to stay here and compete for it. What does Nick Saban have left to prove, RJ? Nothing. He just gets to keep winning. That's how that works. Why would you want to leave if all you do is win? I don't know. No. If all you do is win championships, why would you want to go? I appreciate that, Travis. You know, I mean, look, AK's going to get the job next year. If he comes back in, he wins the quarterback competition. That will be. And we'll go on from there. Unless Spencer Rattler is just flat out amazing over the summer because he's not going to enroll early, I don't see him doing it. And it's a big jump to not only go from high school to college, but it's a big jump to think you're going to skip the guys ahead of you. And to that end, Kyler Murray was that guy. Kyler Murray was a more accomplished quarterback than Spencer Rattler is. Kyler Murray went 42-0 in high school, won 3 straight state titles, Gatorade National Player of the Year, passed for over 10,000 yards, rushed for over 4,000 yards, had over 200 TDs, still was just okay at A&M as a freshman. So to believe that Spencer Rattler can come into Oklahoma and do something that Kyler Murray, the best athlete in college football, can't do, that's a bit arrogant for me, man. That's a bit arrogant. Let him learn the system. Give him the red shirt year. You know, that's what I'm saying. I've been hearing a lot about how Kendall Milton is better when he's running back for IMG. We've been recruiting hard. Well, guess what? Jace McClellan, 2019. Marcus Major has committed. Jace McClellan has committed. Marcus Major being 2019, Jace McClellan being 2020. Jalen Knighton is committed in 2020. So, if you're taking another running back, yeah. But kids that commit always get the nod from me. Right? Because rehashing a kid's commitment after he's committed, that's Bush League. Now, no doubt Kendall Milton is a great running back, and I enjoy watching the kids film, right? But you got to give respect to the kids that decided to make the leap and decided to tie the knot with you. So, I can't with that. I can't with that. Peyton Powell coming to OU. He's coming to visit. And he's going to apparently commit in September, so that's a good nod. For those of you that don't know, Peyton Powell is a safety prospect for the 2019 class out of Odessa Permian, Texas. Right? Odessa Permian being Friday Night Lights football. This is a guy that could play quarterback, moved to Odessa to play safety. I like that. Also a legacy to Sterling Shepard. Brandon Drum over 24/7, OU Insider, has done a good job keeping up with his recruitment. I'm saying now Spencer is a starter next year. I mean, you can say it. I don't have a problem with you saying it. What 2019 recruit do you think is getting a starting job and makes the best impact? Theo Weiss. Theo Weiss is going to play. Theo Weiss is going to play when he gets here. Trajan Bridges is going to play when he gets here. On the defensive side, it's harder to say because it kind of stocks full at defensive end. But I would expect those 2 wide receivers in particular to play as soon as they get here, flat out. Do you think Riley would fire Mike if another good DC applied for the job? No, because you got to fire a guy to get a guy to apply for the job. I mean, no. I think Lincoln Riley believes that Mike Stoops is the best defensive coordinator for Oklahoma. I mean, you don't give a guy an extension or a raise unless you do think that. And at this point, it's his defensive coordinator. Flat out, it's his defensive coordinator. Heck yeah, I'm on the head. Let me see. Imagine Theo, Bridges, CeeDee Lamb, Rattler. I mean, it could be nasty. Yo, RJ, you seen this about Gary Gibbs? Why does anyone think we care about 90s football? Ugh. I thought Gary Gibbs was asked to consult Mike Gundy? Fine, let him. I don't have a problem with that. You know, if Gary Gibbs needs to work and Mike Gundy needs to help, let him. You know, Gary Gibbs doesn't coach at Oklahoma anymore. I don't care. I'm fine with it. Especially this year, Oklahoma State ain't going to be any good. Do you think Urban Meyer is fired tonight? No. On that note, dude, Jacob, you ain't got to use all caps, dog. I see you. Whoa, Billy and Redwoods. What the Redwoods? Excuse me. What do you think of the play calling will look like with new players? New players. I think it's going to be not necessarily new players. I mean, I think you're asking me about the offensive side of the ball. I think it's going to be run heavy. I think it's going to be 55-45. We're closer to 60-40. I think Rodney Anderson, Trey Sermon are going to touch the ball a lot. I think we're going to see a lot of zone read. I think slant routes and go routes are going to be the wave of the future. Just abusing the middle on RPOs, abusing the sideline on RPOs. On the defensive side of the ball, I would expect to see more 4-2-5 because you're pretty deep at defensive back. You could be really good. You could be really good on the defensive line, and you've got a lot of experience and talent on the younger side in the linebacking core. So talent being Caleb Kelly, right, particularly. Experience being Caleb Kelly and Kenneth Murray Jr., who we know is talented, who we know can play. Those two guys in the middle, I think you have the potential to be great. You could be great. You can't rule out being great. And that's a nice thing to say about a Mike Stoops defense, is that this early in the season, you cannot rule out being great. You can also not rule out being a terrible bust, but we're not going to go there tonight because we are out of time. So if you are in the chat, say what's up. I will shout you out. I'm in New York City, staying at a hotel called The Roger. But I didn't make a Roger Sterling joke, so I'm better than that. For those of you that don't know, I was recording an interview for my book with PBS and CNN International, where I talked to Michelle Martin, who is the host of NPR, about my book in a long-form interview. Trenton, I will let you know when it comes out. What's up, Trenton? What's up, Trapper? Otis, what's good? Fernando, what's good? Pac-Fan12, I see you. Purdue fan, just stays in here. Aaron from Austin, what's good, fam? Sean Stapleton, what's good, fam? Matthew King, I see you. Thad, what's good, Thad? Dallas Smith in the house. Lamar Garrett in the house. A. Washington, what's good, fam? Jake Small in the house. Chase Lucy, what's good? Sydney! Let me see. Mason Hall in the house. Carson Raines, what's good? Pac-Fan12. Rudy Lopez. B. Hodges. Let me see. NYC is ridiculous, but not in a good way. Bill in the Redwoods, I appreciate you, fam. Jay Word in the house. Laramie Raymond, what's good? Robert Lane, deuces, fam. Travis Penn, I appreciate you. Super Chat. Jay Bones, deuces, Sydney. Payson, I'll see you. Let me see. Kev, what's good, fam? Shane Brasher, I see you. Brasher, excuse me. Sooner Ace, I see you, fam. Carter Bocox, I will see you. Ryan, what's good? Let me see. Michael Green, I see you, fam. Let me see. Jay Word, I'll see you. Terry! I know Laurel was probably lurking, and my mom was probably lurking. Alright, that's it for me. If you like the videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. I will see you tomorrow. Deuces.